All right, guys, this is UFC Fight Night, Mexico City, Kavanagh versus Moreno. I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on every single fight, right? This is Friday, so I'm pretty fresh going into the Saturday, about to have our great slate, and I'm going to give you the juice, right? First, Wes Schultz is going to beat Damian Pinas. He's a plus 205 underdog. We're taking Wes Schultz all day, all night to beat Damian Pinas. Why are we doing that? Damian Pinas trains in Aruba. Like what they train in sand, they train in the mud. Do we think he's gonna beat some all-American wrestler that has great wrestling, good BJJ? His striking's not the best, and I know that's where Damian Pinas, that's where he strives. But again, I have to take the grappler. I always favor a grappler over a good striker, or even a good striker with heavy hands, because I know what I'm getting with the grappler, especially if he gets this fight taken down. Has Damian Pinas ever seen a double leg in his life, right? Are they getting that in Aruba? We don't know. So I'll take Wes Schultz to beat Damian Pinas. I'm pretty confident in it. Plus 205, though, that's great odds as well. I'll take that. Next is Eric Silva versus Francis Marshall. I mean, this isn't even a fight. Is this a fight? Eric Silva, this guy's a joke. He's not that good of a fighter, let's be honest. He's like a BJJ guy, I guess. That's what he's like kind of known for. His striking's average. When was the last time we saw him fight versus like Mohamed Naimov, where he like broke his toe or something, like 30 seconds in? Yeah, give me Francis Marshall to beat Eric Silva. I think this is gonna be a clean slate, 30-27 decision. I don't think it's gonna be close. I think Wes Schultz is gonna submit Damian Pinas pretty easily, maybe in the first or second round. I don't think that'll be close either. Next is Regina Tarin versus Ernesta Karikate. And Ernesta Karikate's a very, very good fighter, right? She's a very good fighter. She beat Carly Judice, who everybody is highly touted on how good Carly Judice is. But I think Karikate is much better than Tarin. Tarin fought on Dana White Contender Series also, I believe. And I like her style, but I'm just saying Karikate, even though she's a little bit taller than Tarin, she can keep her on the end of her punches. Her clinch is nasty as well. She's very good. She's a swimmer. She has good lungs. She's ready for this, the cardio, I guarantee you, for Mexico City. So let's take her over Tarin, even though that fight, I'm not as confident in that fight. Next is Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Javier Reyes. Give me Silva de Andrade all day. All day. The problem is he might get tired because they're in elevation, but a skill for skill, this is not even comparable. Silva de Andrade was a decent 135 or top 25 135 in the world at one point. And Javier Reyes, he keeps his chin in the air. You've seen him get tagged multiple times. I don't like his striking a lot, really, honestly. He's a lot bigger than Douglas Silva de Andrade, and Douglas Silva de Andrade gasses in sea level. So imagine that elevation. I'm still going to go with Silva de Andrade. I'm not that confident in it, but I'll take Silva de Andrade because he's better. But you saw the face-offs. He's a lot shorter. So there's that to put into it. But again, if Javier Reyes fights with his chin up in the air, Silva de Andrade is ready to clip it at 40 years old. I don't care. I think he has a good chance to win that fight. I'll probably be taking him. Next is Christian Quinones versus Chris Moutinho. Come on, what are we talking about, man? I mean, let's be realistic. Christian Quinones is much better fighter than Chris Moutinho. Chris Moutinho is just basically a walking meme. They gave him another chance after that Malcolm Wallmaker knockout. They said, hey, thank you for showing up for short notice. Here's your other chance. We have Christian Quinones. And it's not like Quinones is a great fighter either, but he should be able to put Moutinho out pretty quickly, maybe first or second round. Next is Eileen Perez versus Macy Chiasson. I'll take Macy Chiasson to win this fight. I think Macy Chiasson's the better fighter. I think she's better in the clinch. I think she's nasty in the clinch. And Eileen Perez, if she can't take her down and just hangs in that clinch scenario, I don't think she has a chance. And I think Eileen Perez is better on the ground, yes, but her striking's not that good, right? She looked better in her last fight, but I don't think her striking's that good. Macy Chiasson is way taller, way bigger than Perez. I'll take Perez. I mean, in the clinch, I like her, and in striking from a distance, I like Chiasson. I think she'll win this fight. She's never really had that bad of cardio where I'm like, okay, I'll notice, but I've seen Eileen Perez gas out before. So I'll take Macy Chiasson to win this fight. I think she wins it pretty comfortable, maybe like 29-28, 30-27, but she wins comfortably. Next is Ryan Gondra versus Jose Medina. Give me Ryan Gondra. Jose Medina is not a UFC caliber fighter. I mean, that's just what it is. Is Ryan Gondra? We'll see. We'll see how good he is. But Jose Medina, I mean, we know what he is. He's not great. He ain't anything special. We're gonna take Ryan Gondra to beat Jose Medina here. I don't think this fight will be close. They had an intense face-off, right? Where they're like shooting guns at each other, whatever they're doing. It was crazy. But I'll take Ryan Gondra here to beat Jose Medina. Next is Santiago Luna versus Angel Pacheco. You got to take Santiago Luna. They're trying to build him up, right? They're trying to build him up as the next guy. He just beat Quang Bang Lee, right? Knocked him out, even though he got dropped a couple times. His chin is way up in the air. But Angel Pacheco is like nothing special. He's losing to Callum Logren, and Callum Logren just lost in the PFL. Like Callum Logren's not anything special either. Like he's an overrated fighter, and Angel Pacheco lost to him. So I'm gonna take Santiago Luna, even though he has a lot of deficiencies, especially standing defensively, like his chin in the air, hands are low. I'll take Santiago Luna to beat Angel Pacheco because I just think the skill and the talent gap is just way too vast to me to pick Angel Pacheco. It feels like against somebody better that Santiago Luna was fighting that I had like a chance. I'll be okay. All right, maybe he can win lose this fight, but against Angel Pacheco, I don't think so. Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Kevin Borjas. Emmanuel Rodriguez, he used to fight in Ultimate Fighter with Daniel Cormier's crew. These guys are on a roll, right? They're on a massive roll. You see Daniil Donchenko beat Alex Moreno, right? You just saw Adiris just beat Hody Osborne. I'll take Emmanuel Rodriguez to beat Kevin Borjas. Again, they're on a roll. They've been doing hot. I'll take the Ultimate Fighter kids to win, right? The one when Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler were on, all those guys were losing. Gibson was losing. Holloway was losing. Hubbard was losing. All those guys were losing. Now this one seems like every single fighter is winning. So I'm going to take Emmanuel Rodriguez, who has good wrestling, good boxing, gets in your face, pushes a pace where Kevin Borjas backs up a lot. So I'm going to take Emmanuel Rodriguez to win this fight pretty comfortably, probably by decision. Or third, I can see third round, maybe third round, like TKO, like ground and pound or something like that, where Borjas gets flattened out and gets tired. Edgar Chairez versus Felipe Bunes. Give me Edgar Chairez. Felipe Bunes gets tired in the first round in Las Vegas, where it's like negative sea level. And now you're going to put him in Mexico City, where the thousands of feet up in the air. He's going to get tired in 2.5 minutes. I'll take Edgar Chairez, who's actually nasty and filthy. Give me Edgar Chairez to beat Felipe Bunes. He should be able to finish it. I think he should be able to KO him. I think he's a much better fighter than him. I'll take Edgar Chairez to beat him. And his guillotine's nasty. I'll take him to win this fight. I like Edgar Chairez a lot in this fight. Even though he's a much shorter fight opponent, much smaller. But again, Felipe Bunes, I've seen him get tired like quick, and I can't trust that in Mexico City. So I'll take Edgar Chairez, who lives in Mexico, trains in Mexico. I'll take Edgar Chairez to beat Felipe Bunes pretty comfortably. Next is Daniel Zellhuber versus Bobby Green. Daniel Zellhuber's not that great of a fighter, honestly. People like to overrate him. He's not that great of a fighter. And is Bobby Green good enough to beat Daniel Zellhuber? I don't know. He's because like I think Michael Johnson's better than Bobby Green, right? I actually think that. And Daniel Zellhuber got washed out by Michael Johnson, who just destroyed him. But I think I'll take Daniel Zellhuber in this fight. Um, the height and reach for Zellhuber with the kicks will be a problem versus Bobby Green, who likes to walk forward with his hands down. I'll take Zellhuber and his jab and his low kick to win this fight. Not comfortably, though. Marlon Vera versus David Martinez. Give me David Martinez to beat Marlon Vera. I mean, this is a setup fight, right? They're trying to build this UFC Mexico lore to the fans, right? Take over Independence Day, take over Cinco de Mayo, and have them be the next stars, right? They tried it with Diego Lopez, challenging him twice for the belt. They tried it with Rodriguez, right, versus Josh Emmett for interim belt. They tried it with a lot of these UFC fighters, Cain Velasquez back in the day. Like they try to build to tap into this UFC Mexico market. They're trying to build David Martinez to be the next guy. He showed up on short notice and beat Rob Font, right? Both their opponents pulled out their card, not short notice, but both their opponents pulled out in the card on the same week, and then they were just matched up because they're both featherweights or they're both bantamweights, and like, hey, let's just match up, I guess. And that's how it went. And Dave Martinez got the nod. So I'm taking Dave Martinez to beat Marlon Vera. Marlon Vera is supposed to be this cardio wizard. He doesn't throw any punches, so you can't be a cardio wizard if you don't throw volume at all. So that makes no sense to me. But I'm taking Dave Martinez to beat Chito Vera pretty comfortably, maybe 29, 28, 30, 27 victory. Yeah, it's definitely gonna go over 2.5 rounds. You see that right there. I'll take Dave Martinez to win via decision. Brandon Moreno versus Leonard Kavanagh. So I picked Brandon Moreno is one of my most confident picks. And I'm not so sure, honestly, because I know Brandon Moreno is a good fighter. I know he's a good fighter. But Leonard Kavanagh, just skill for skill, is just much better. Like much better, much faster. You're going to see in the first round, 2 rounds, he is much faster. And we just saw Brandon Moreno got knocked out by a slam by Tatsuro Taira when he took him down. His head bounced off the mat. If you guys didn't see that, go watch it. And he went out for like a couple seconds, and then he finally woke back up, got back in the fight, but then still was definitely concussed, and then just gave up back mount, and then Tatsuo Taira just rain punches on him, finishing the fight. Rain doubles on him, finish the fight against Brandon Moreno. But again, Brandon Moreno, he's a good fighter, but Loner Kavanagh might be better. But the Loner Kavanagh's one issue is he gasses hard. The way he fights is meant for somebody that's going to gas. And Loner Kavanagh is going to gas, especially in elevation. On short notice, I have to take Brandon Moreno to win this fight. Probably he's going to lose the first round, first 2 rounds. Brandon Moreno's going to wake up third, fourth, fifth round. We also said that versus Brandon Royval, though. Like, hey, Brandon Moreno's going to wake up third, fourth, fifth round to beat Brandon Royval. That never happened. But I think that Kavanagh's going to slow down much more significantly than Brandon Royval does. Because Brandon Royval trains in altitude, right? He trains in Denver, I believe. So Loner Kavanagh is not gonna have enough gas. Probably in the first 2 rounds, you see him get a little winded. We saw it versus Charles Johnson, where he got knocked out by Charles Johnson after he got tired. Stopped going forward, started retreating, and finally got clipped. And I think Brandon Moreno, maybe he's not gonna clip him, but I think he's gonna win a decision 48-47 or 49-46. That's what I believe. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like and subscribe, please. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers. That'll help a lot. Thank you so much. Have a good one.